Hey Taurus, this is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading for July 20th, 2023. This is for Taurus. Let's see what's going on, Taurus. Last shuffle. Alright, so what we've got is fear and we've got fragmented energy. This looks like you're, whatever it is you're doing, you may be concerned that something is going to happen again. Whatever this is, like you may be trying to tie up loose ends, right? This looks like, let me try to bring some closure or finish something. You're worried that a certain issue is going to occur once again. The devil just flipped out. You're determined. This is a determination here. But they're saying that you've got to be determined. Now I see what this is. You've got to be determined to see this differently or see something differently. Okay? You got to you got to see this from a different perspective completely. Right? You may be concerned that you're doing something on your own, or you don't want to move too fast, you know, because if things happen, you know how like if you act too fast and then after you're done, something else comes up and you're just like, dang, if I would have waited just a little bit longer, I would have had what, you know, this or that instead, right? But then there's also this thing of, all right, so you have devil and 8 of wands, right? There's a need to either a need to move fast, or you may be compelled to act really quickly. You may not like to act fast. This is something else too. It's like this is something that you may not enjoy doing, is like moving really fast, right? Or doing something quickly. But then at the same time, they're showing feeling like you're on defense instead of being able to act. Like, I've got to act fast so I can protect myself. Fear with death, the hanged man, temperance, and hermit. You may be afraid that this is all majors, right? So a lot of this is speaking on your perspective on things, right? Things are going to come together, right? Golly, fragmented energy with Ace of Wands and Seven of Wands. To me, this feels very strongly that you are super. It's not necessarily fear. It's like you're not able to see something from a different perspective. They want you to pause on the fear is, if you start feeling worried, right? They want you to pause and try to see it differently, and see that you've learned from the things that you've gone through already, and there's no need to fear. That's something that they're showing, because I'm seeing you needing to move fast, but obstacles, and the obstacle is you. The obstacle is your fear and your worry that something is going to either happen again, or you're going to be held up again, and the hold up this time would be you, because you were of the fear. They need you to see the situation differently. They need you to see that things are working in your favor. And they need you to also see that you've gone through this before, or if you've gone through something like this before, that you've learned so much so you can confidently move forward and do whatever is necessary to do. You can, because you already have experienced something similar to this. You may be the fragmented energy is being torn with there's new opportunities coming in front of you, and you may be in defense mode instead of standing your ground, right? It's like there's a difference between that, right? Everyone feels like, well, I'm defending myself, so I'm standing my ground. But when you're on defense consistently, instead of saying this is what it is, period, point blank. Defense is more explaining yourself, you know. Well, I'm doing this because I'm doing da, 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 da. It's like, who cares? That's not, no, you don't, never complain, never explain, right? I think that was Audrey Hepburn that said that. But you would just stand your ground. This is what I stand for. That's just it, right? No other words necessary. Now we have taken, so that's the difference between defending yourself and standing your ground, at least in this aspect. Taking steps, because they say that you may be bent on communicating your fears, bent on communicating, right? And they're saying you don't have to communicate anything else except for what you stand for. That's just it. I am doing this, and this is why. Not even this is why, but I'm doing this. But the dark part of it would be this is why I'm doing it, and it's like just you're doing it. Okay. Taking steps though with the sun and the moon. The intention is to reveal anything that is hidden from you. Reveal anything. This is revelation with the sun and the moon energy. The combination is about things in the dark are coming to light. So if you're taking steps, this intention would be to uncover the darkness, uncover what is hidden from you, the things you can't see. You're being strategic, and that's something that the hermit would do, kind of thing. You've been through this before. You're being strategic, right? Whatever it is that you're doing, there's no need to fear it, or fear anything, or worry about anything, or worry that something else is going to happen again. They want you to see it differently and see that you need a strategy. You've been through this. Apply a strategy to it. Teacher with the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Wands, the quickest knights, huh? And this is someone who's communicating to you, or people communicating to you. They're overwhelming. They're overwhelmed. They're coming with. These are people that come towards you with problems and disappointment issues. Like, I'm disappointed in this. I'm sad. I'm heartbroken, and it's always overwhelming, like verbal vomit. And for them to be a teacher, you're supposed to see something in what they're saying differently, and see almost that they may be the reason why you feel compelled to explain why you stand for something. And they're saying you don't have to explain, or that may be something that you just do, that you're feeling with the Devil and Eight of Wands. This is toxic communication almost, all this this energy. And it's like this should teach you a lesson about saying what you mean and just going after it as you're doing it, not explaining why, and taking time to be like, this is why I'm doing it. I'm taking this step and that step. It's like I'm going over there, and as you're walking is more so what this is supposed to teach you to do. I'm going over there. All right. Yep. Kind of thing. I know how this sounds. It sounds very mundane, but for some reason, Spirit wants to call attention to it, because there may be people in your life that are always trying to stand in your way of things and stop you from doing something. Listen to me. I have all these ridiculous issues, and you may need to see that things are going to work out on their own. That's another part of it. That the fear is that it won't work out on its own, and you got to act. You're being compelled to act really quickly, and they're saying here that things are going to work out on their own, and you got to be doing. It's like, be about your business in a sense. You're going to uncover what is the truth, the nugget of truth. That it's like whatever it is that these people are communicating with you about, like we said, it's overwhelming. It's like always about some disappointment or sadness or heartbreak, and it's always some mental thing that you got to be thinking about. It's like they're transferring energy to you, and this looks like you uncovering something about it. There's always a hidden factor to it. It's not always. It's like there's two sides to the story, or three sides to the story. Their side, the other person's side, and the truth. And that's something that you are going to discover. But in the meantime, continue to be about your business. Don't let anyone get in your way. And I think that's what they're trying to show as well. So you could be dealing with a Scorpio, a Sagittarius, Virgo, Pisces, Capricorn, Leo, Cancer, Aries as well, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So you basically have every sign here except for your own sign, Taurus. You have every sign here except for Taurus. So you could be an Aries, Taurus cusp, or a Taurus, Gemini cusp, but that is what we've got here. So if Taurus is the only one missing, And that lends to the factor that you need to be about your business. You know, you know. Yeah, gosh. So if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.